it's like the same injustice that happened to me when I ended up in a cell where I was raped by almost like 15 people in that cell. As stories that are not told. I was born in Soweto. I was born, bred, buttered in the heart of Soweto, eDlamini. So I grew up, and I grew up in my grandmother's household. After, obviously, I was sent back to stay with my gran. So, as any child or children, you all want to stay, with your grandmother. It's easy to get away with stuff. You realize that. Or when I'm with my mom, those ones are too controlling, So, it was a lot of us. Because I still remember my grandmother's 4 children, my papa 18. My childhood was very exciting. Yet at the same time, when you're starting to discover yourself in a society or in a community where there's certain norms, because you know yourself as a woman, you see yourself as a woman, and you've got friends that are women. So at that time, you're still girls and you're growing up. And the reason why I always say to people, you teach children to hate, right? And we teach children the narrative that we believe in so much is because in my childhood, boys basekasi, they saw me as a girl that I saw myself. In class, they saw me as a girl that I saw myself until to a certain peak or certain age, right? And magdala madlalisa, and we're cooking, and the wives and the girls, and I also had a husband, in class when they chasing us with my girlfriends, and then I was one of the girls that are being chased, that will get a kiss on the cheek. So it was one of those things until obviously your friend is starting to, impuma mlota ziyapuma, and you look at yourself and you're like, oh shit, what's not happening to me? So I remember when the other time I peed, and you normally have to shake.
Which toilet do you go to?
The ladies. Eskoleni. At the time I used to sneak into the girls. And sometimes I still remember myself peeing on myself. Because now you're thinking, if I'm going to go to the boys' toilet, then now it's already telling these people what kind of agenda that I am. And now you're going to get people that are going to pick on you at that time. So now you have to look left, you have to look right, and then you need to run in there, and then you need to pee. And then come back, right? But in primary, I didn't care. So I will go to the girls. So nobody cares because I'm not. But when you get to a certain, probably high school, it's a totally different story. Or higher primary, let's say higher primary. Then it's a totally different story because now when you're doing your grade 6 and your grade 7, now in our era, LO was introduced. Now we're speaking about body, the development of the body, what happens to the body, what changes and what doesn't change. And now you can understand the emphasis on the background to say, oh, let's change. We're not mujita, even though you can have fresh thighs, there's not change, So now that clarity is starting to get into your head. Because now you're literally waiting for something that you're not going to have. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, then you cannot relate to the person that you see. That's what a trans person is. It's totally different from a cross-dresser or a person who's gay. Because you are totally different because your femininity and your femaleness is inside. So now when you start transitioning, you're bringing that femininity from the inside to outside until you get to a point where you fully transition or fully convincing. I always say there's no parents that, regardless, today they see us as their daughters. So umntana ke wentombazana, and they feel supportive of who you are. But we don't understand. We sometimes force our parents to understand us, understand what our sexuality is, something that they were never taught, something that they fully in their era. Not that good didn't exist, but then it was not something that was in an open field, or people should relate to say, boys will just kiss or girls will just kiss. To them, it was a taboo situation. So we didn't give them even time. We wanted them to embrace us, and fully support us, but nobody had time to let them mourn and grieve for the son that they're losing, for the grandchildren that we'll never have. So that's the thing that people do not understand. And these are the narrative, and these are the stories that are never untold. We speak about our sexuality, but nobody speaks about what our parents went through on losing their child and embracing the new rebirth of their new child, So other people had to understand, but your mom at some point had to fight your battles. If you listen to the word queer, to the dictionary, queer means strange. So we're using the terms that people call us to make it as our own defense mechanism, So when I was growing up, I had to deal with people and also not in the street. You're in a household where some of the people don't understand who you are. They're still trying to get into terms because like not yet at the same time you're fighting with what you're saying in the mirror, So you can understand that you are so young, but you're dealing with a lot of bullets. Some of the bullets will hit you hard. You cannot stand up. Some you try to stand up, you cannot fight back. This is a reality. This is who you are, depending on how people want to perceive it or how people want to describe you, because this is what they hear from their own household. You get what I'm saying? So people don't like get hold of you putting all this bravery, but it doesn't mean that you're not human. Whatever that you're gonna throw at me, I may brush it off, but it doesn't mean with some of the things don't get to me. They get to me, but because of I need to put on a visage, or I'm strong, I'm bold, I'm happy, I'm all of those things. I was firstly sexually assaulted by my step cousins. The thing ukuthi abazali bazokufosa ukuthi umfana uzolala nabafana. I still remember when my mom split up with my dad, because my mom was at all completely. So when life hits you and you decide to leave everything, every single thing, so nalento ukuthi mamela no drive ngidrivela, got the money, I've got everything. I'd rather go back home. And that's how my mom started drinking, right? And even today she will sleep me 1 or 2, and I understand how that affected him, So I remember the time when Megalele and Ekamirin, then the same person my mom was speaking to, and then there was a huge banger noise and conflicts, and also not because this was his grandson. And in the book, my mom was like, it literally like this person was here now, literally naked with his penis out on my face, even though I know exactly what has happened. So later, before my cousin, the one that made me to be detained, the same day that I was going to be arrested, because there was a funeral, then at night, and when you're just laughing at the following day, and I was not there. So my mom was like, we're chatting, we're laughing, we delved into our emotions, and we're crying, and we're all of us. And funny enough, the same story that you said was break on if virgin bagas banban knows banban, and the same thing Americans would tell even doing and try to go to a figure to say something in young bathroom and then force his entry, and he did the same thing to them. And now you only find out to say, oh shit, you kept quiet about this for so long. And yeah. So, because people don't speak about the child traumas and the things that we experience in our household. So having to deal with people that has a certain narrative and the beliefs and the things that they feel freely to say, about you. So there's a lot that is happening within the queer spectrum that people don't talk about, that people don't take it seriously. People will take us seriously if you need to be fine, you know? So when you do things, we'll focus on topics that are really affecting the community. Nobody wants to listen. You look at the issues of how many lesbians have been raped and killed, how many gay people have been raped and killed, how many trans people without disclosing that have still been killed for their sexuality. And some of the people, it's not that they don't know your sexuality, they can tell. Nobody's saying anything. They started before the way Abo Kunene Foundation, you know. And with women, they will say that it's a GPV, you know. But if I lay a complaint, it's a hate crime. Why is it a hate crime? That I was sexually violated, that I was beaten. But so why is it called hate crime? So these are the conversations and the platform that are not given to people. A lot of people are not talking about. These are the conversations that we never delved to deeper conversations where people will really truly understand if they sit down and open their doors and by watching you showing and telling your story. It's like the same injustice that happened to me when I ended up in a cell where I was raped by almost like 15 people in that cell. Stories that are not told, you know, stories that people do not talk about. And a lot of queer people they still go through that, you know. Good thing is to Jablan, the police station. So basically I had a cousin. I grew up naye, Konaga Koko household where it's a lot of us and Sibaningi. So cousin calls my mom, right? And Ubizumama Kengegama. I call her mother, and normally I call my mom with the name. And we grew up in the household, many of us, Ugoko mom. Our mothers we call by name, you know? So, to cut the long story short, she got pregnant when she was doing grade 10. She got pregnant and she had twins. Then I heard ukuthi ama-twins omega nawo ashonile. So when she told me, she said one had water ekhanda, one had water enyaweni, but the male one ukhonela ukukhikha and was not. Cool. Then time went, she got pregnant again. And when she got pregnant, we were not in touch in that way for so long. But I heard that she was pregnant. And when she has given baby, we got a picture from one of our cousins. It's Tom, but you know Nag, because you know the person that actually just gave birth, essentially, you can see the lighting is brighter and you know you will see one for Umtana. So the picture had like a crop, was just a child with a white hoodie but had a bit of blood on it, you know. And then we see Tom, oh, okay. Then following day, I got a call saying that the baby has passed away. Baby has passed away in Jan because the baby is healthy, you know. And so by PT, now we need to find out where is she, things like that. She was at a Protedland, which the person maybe exake, but not the baby father. Megalapo. And my mom went with my other cousin who recently passed last year. Makufike Protedland bamthola uziphuzele vele faka ama-drug suit and things like that. Nenze ipho bambuza what's happening umntana ukuphi athi ayazini asihlaleni la phansi angisimeli mamama asihlaleni phansi athi mama umbiza mama wase ngikushaye one awu uyishentshweni-ke my mom was not going to say no. And they drank mama kwafika wabatshela ukuthi hayi umntwana usendaweni ethizeni been on his side or not, I will take you guys there somlanda, yabo. I was given 50k, but in selling a 14. Or I was promised 50, then I was given 20, but on me I've got a 14 right now. Bayi lapho, mabafika lapho, yena athi angeke azangena asale kwenye indlu abapoint ukuthi kulapha kunesaluni nifuna ubani bani. Njengabazali bayi. Mabaya lapho babatsho ukuthi no, we had someone who works here. Yes, that person has a child and uyise ekhaya as we speak, you know. Mabaphuma babuyela la akhona. Uhle phansi. Akekho. Ubashiye lapho. Cool. Ugirl ngathi abuye. Nasakabuyile, I don't remember what happened.
Which but now, your cousin?
Lo emakhaya. So sikhona nomamake. Balandiwe by the elders bethu. Baba ise police station. Bambambile lo wasekhaya makafika aphike ukuthi akusibo laba, akusibo laba bathathe umntanami. Okay, coolies. Oh, aphike, shows goes on, says I give up. Manje ukuthi hayi lo muntu ushuthi udlala ngathi akafuni ngale ndaba, akafuni ukuthi asitshele kwenzakalani. Okay, then ingane ihambile ngakithi, disappeared. So ubuyele kuphi? Kabo boyfriend. Makabuyele kabo boyfriend. But at the time kabo ex lo apizamba na cause nalo mntana ngingasa kalo guy lo. Maybe was someone else. Or someone else lo ngathi mase kam engagile. Una loyo o ex. Kubo ex mama ka ex futhi makathi uthi sa pregnant cause makasabona umkhabo sasekhona. On to find out because she's given birth on some shack somewhere. Because Tommy said to some shack, and then these people took the child, things like that. So, all right, coolies, I say, understand I'm dead. And then there was a time, ex-boyfriend, Luapis Agui, right? The cousin ka boyfriend is in Sun City. Njoba se Sun City lendo kuphuma ngebail because they went to some white person's house and there's a footage CCTV that shows ukuthi they were trying Jonja lapho and the husband lapho ngathi was killed on that. So lo say prison usele girlfriend wakhe babonke. So kufana ukuthi two brothers namachero abo and which their pregnancy mawangashiyani kude, right? Awashiyani kude and ngoku ugirl lo usemtholile umntwana namamonths. Girl disappeared. So maka disappeared. These two they saying ukuthi she needed money to go home. Bamboleka imali wathi bashiya nomntwana babhekela umntwana, right? Bashiya nomntwana babhekela umntwana. Okay, cool. They went home and ugirl unyamelele kanjalo. And then uboy abuye ejele. Mabuye ejele ufuna bani? Mama umntwana amshiye endlini. Ufuna ukubona umntanakhe. Because mina ngakabona umntwana. Then I told a call on the side at Episong where my cousin's parents are based. Cousin, you know what? Girl says ukuthi umntanakhe wamthengisa and simbona phethe umntwana and we know umntwana kasisi ngathi uyo la mphethe. Then the boyfriend decides to go open a missing case for both the baby and the mother. And amaphoyisa like bagcina sebafaka nani ne-adoption. You understand? Bahambe baye kabo cousin eThepisong. When they get there, ababone kuqala adle pants. And for me to hear on how she ran, I heard about one of the cops to say she could run. And after she ran, she went to my uncle's house because my aunt and uncle, but lives in RTP, not so far from where they're staying. So one of my younger cousin was there, who was doing the matric at the time. Afika amnikezela kumntwana ukuthi bahamba bayangigijimisa bafuna umntanami adle phansi. When the cops bafika lapha again, bahamba with the victim's partner, right, the one that came from prison, with his friends, pretending as if bangamaphusa nabo. Bafike sebashaya ukhazini lo mfana. Umntwana adle phansi abaleke, phuma gijima, azangatholakala ubusuku bonke. So one family member yakabo bhuti lo funana nomfazi wakhe nomntwana amtshele lo hamba naye ukuthi no, akusiwu boyfriend yakhe, umntana kubo lona. Yabo, into ezinjalo, ushawa umuntu wrong. Okay, cool. They continue with what? They continue with their search. Umntwana ukuphi? Umntwana sebamtholile. Right? So due to the explanation, now the cops are interested to find out what happened to the twins that you had, or sent to grade 10. What happened to the child that is missing now, the first child that was missing now, right? That's the story right now. Kufuneka bani bafunele a KZN kabo girl, but there's no such thing. We never communicated with that person. Zimaza se Joburg. Akekho la kasangala. There is no such person. The baby umama umntwana.
One day we jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
So akekho la. So at the time, both my cousin and the ex-boyfriend are on a run. Abatholakali abaziwe. Badle pants together. Cool. Muntu yafuneka. They decided to visit each and every single household here family. Ukuthi bafuna ukuthola any lead or umlando ukuthi who has seen her, when was the last time you've seen her, and things like that. So when they were busy doing that, obviously gay mobile, right? And I get a call from my cousin. Ati, your sister, not like it's mekhona amaphoyisa ahamba everywhere afunana no, and they are saying ukuthi umuntu omaziyo ukuthi kuphi nendawo naye bazombopha. My reply to kuye ngithi mina, you know what, I don't even care ukuthi amaphoyisa afuna ukenzani, because they feel us so dismally for so many things, and I'm not going to help cops do their jobs. If bayamfuna, and even though she was here in my house, I was not even going to bother to tell them. I don't respect them in that sense, because they're failing us every day. So, fine, time goes. This person is on the run. So obviously she would pass by her sisters. So sometimes go to her sisters and things like that. Then she got pregnant again.
On the run?
Yeah. So when she's busy pregnant, obviously she will go to her sister's house. Now, right? 3 years later. We often so far from things that when it start happening, you start realizing, you know, when you come from a home where nobody has been into prison, nobody has been, you know, incarcerated ever, and you will listen to stories that somebody was raped, stabbed this couple of times, ubani, use tshontshelwe umntwana, you know, and things like that. They're far from you. It's realistic, but not in your reality until it start knocking on the door. Now they're speaking with somebody that you know, and at the same time you in denial. So that's the reason I always say to people, you know, I never understood if somebody has committed such a huge crime and their family, they're so protective or pretending as if this person didn't do anything wrong. But until it happens to you with somebody that you love, somebody that you've lived with, somebody that you have certain memories with and you grow up with, then now you understand where those people's, you know, in denial, trying to protect that person comes from. I still remember there was a time before all of this when she was still on the run. She called me and I was like, no, it's fine. You can come to my house and things like that, you know? And I was like, let me hang up and call you back, right? I made a conference call. I still remember I put on her sister. It was me, my mother's sister, my other aunt, cousin, and we're in a conference call. So that immediately when she's going to come to my house, they must come to my house. And then I pleaded with her to come to my house. She said, yeah, I will come. How do I get to your house? No, mofike para se kutukibela in. She never pitched. And at the time, I haven't seen her for 2 years. And then, sharp, we were disappointed because I told them, what's up and what's not. She didn't pitch. They didn't come. And then I got a call from my sister saying, they need your house address. They want to come to your house. They've been into people's different houses. They went. Now they want to come to your house. I gave my sister the address. This is the house address. I'm not thinking, Hori, these, that F word, will come to me around about 12 o'clock a.m. I stay alone, number one, at that time. Number two, when they got to my house, they were, when Mabati is giving sila, and you're 100% sure this person is here. That's how they came to my house. On the windows, it was knock. On the door, it was knock. I just panicked. I'm thinking, you even scared to say, Hori, ubani, I am shaking at the time. Vula. And I'm like, ubani, I'm shaking. Vula. And within the community at that time, we were being told, Guti, do not open for anyone, more especially after hours. That was the time when people still use uniform Mapuisa to come and knock in people's houses. Which was obviously Uguti more sevens than Mapuisa. How did those people at that time get their full on uniform Mapuisa? But the way Miss was showing young on a con, having him young slowly. Mindung fagi pyjama, iskipese half fagi pyjama underwear. I'm not wearing undies. I'm not wearing anything underneath. It's a gown. Volumya. Lawan panukutwala esa. Lawan panukutwala poo emnyang. And I'm like, I don't even see the car. Where are your bitches? Yo, sifuna amabheji okwenzani kere. What are your names? Some of you aren't wearing even uniform. Aguna gate. And you guys are asking me to open the door. How do I open for men in my door at this time of the hour and I don't have any reference to say, oh, you guys are cops? Where are the badges? Where are the name tags? Nifuna van. Basho sifuna umuntu so. Ngithi manje manifuna umuntu so that person is not here. That person has never been here. One is umfuna ebusuku and don't come kahle ekuseni or nini. Have you tried to do umsebenzweni nibuza komakhelwane ukuthi have they seen banikeze i-description and was or not ukuthi nifuna in because kusebusuku and it's a lot of you. There's not even a female cop that is here and nabo futhi bayaganga abantu besifazane awungazonyaweni in ukuthatha kwami phone. Now we're doing back and forth. Sathukana sikiphana siyatshelana manje and I'm recording. I'm telling them ukuthi this is harassment because you're harassing me in my own space. You're harassing me. Kadi AMs, Huyabata, and Akiboni Koluyama Ponisa in an open yard. If you've seen my yard, Uboni and also not. I don't see cars. Immotors bagger from the second house galley. I didn't know there's almost 5 cars parked outside. And others were hidden. The person that is negotiating with me to open the door, Ubaba Mtwana, who's being pretend by means of a detective. So they came in from Ejablani. They went by Mafatsane, right? Which police station at the time is Mafatsane. Now says Palm Springs. Batata namaphuisa walapho. You can imagine. Bazumfuna kwami. Batshela ukuthi akekho angifuna ukuvula. Bahambe balande insimbi zokuvula Hey, but patent is huge, nje. It's huge. So I had my hand like this. Like I'm busy putting my hand like this. Then they took the cuffs, bang kafela, gubatla. Then this man pulled the other side of the cuff all together. So now I can feel my hand as if ngathi ba cut off. I feel ukuthi ngathi cut. Now like iyadleka, you know, if you can see here. I still have that mark. I still have the mark somewhere here on my shoulders, right there. If you can, I still have the marks, you know. And wait, like with both arms, that guy is huge. My hand, now it's getting cold. But is key. Say battle. My vuli battle. The other one, vuli battle. This one is bringing me. Oh, when battle tema vuleg, he came with me. Pumela guphi ngaphandle. Mang pumela ngaphandle kanibenzani. Now I'm starting to see a lot of people. Nama torch getting into the house, right? I am pissed as fuck. Uyangichacha, mara ngichacha kanjalo. Like I'm trying to push back, right? Like I don't know how many people that call me. I think that's when I got these marks here because of little of custody, right? Then then they hold me down to cuff me. Selling a slip gown brown at the time. The house is wide open. I stay alone. There was a laptop. There was in Guvuli with the TV, like Guvuli with a mess. Now the neighbors are outside, you know, trying to understand what is happening. Yini, like Gunzagalan. No, Sufuna Banban in. But my client, they're trying to explain that this person is not a person of friends. And there was no girl, if there was a girl or something like that, we were going to tell you. You know, the last person that was here, there's a friend, that's the only person that will come, and it's someone once after a while. Hi. Ipiphone. Phone. I don't want your phone. I even told them, like, my mail, I'm going to use this against you. I know the reason why I'm on your phone is the fact that you need the proof that I have, that you came into my door, and the shit that we've been saying to each other. At the time, I don't even know Wuti, the victim's friends and him are pretending to be cops. They're among these people. I'm thinking they're all cops. Bang tate, bang fagivenini. It's an RDB house. So the only door, there's no other way. If she was there was no other way. You know? Yeah, probably prepile and what's not. Futhi, this person is a traditional healer. Maybe and also not so profile point when you are delela, also not get because you came into my house wanting for somebody without a warrant. And again, you don't have your name tags. You do not have a full on. Some of you don't have a full on uniform. I need number badges. You understand? But you want me to be a civilian into applying citizen. Makes no sense. I'm trying to hold on to the van like this because I can feel it's gravel and I'm swinging and you know. Some of the time I can balance, some of the time I can't balance. I have to roll with the punches and then come back, try to figure where I'm just going to hold on to or what, right? My hands are cuffed. I couldn't see the blood at the time, right? But I can feel my hand becoming cold and numb because now it's not easy for me to go back. Cool. We go to Mafatane police station. I'm asked to get out of the van. I want to get out of the van, but at this point of time, my hands are numb. I don't know how to move on the cuffs. I've never moved or crawl on the cuffs. And now, my dangles are out. So short, and there's a light where you want me to come there, and there are people over my case, and also not. I need somebody to come wrap me. Can somebody wrap my coat? They're like, get out of the van. And get away now, we are tella when you bonza or what tella, get away. Yeah, side o tellang, o batla ho bontsha bonna ba hao. You wanna show us how much of a man you are. Sizobona. Ina ngalo password ye phone. Re tla o bontsha. Whew, I get there. I'm busy saying to them, can you uncuff me or adjust the cuffs? Now I'm seated where? In what is church office. I'm seated there, bamove abantu, and you know the funniest part is the carriers, women, musadi, people that we get to celebrate because by Mbogoto, ngomama, you know, for them to emphasize, to say, hooray, this one is going to be six, jail. I'm like, to them, I'm shaking I'm crying, I'm like, you can do whatever that you want to do. Kill me if you have to. I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her in almost like years. And this lady's like, so sifuna pin your phone. So that's a password. So we can check your phone. Good, this person hasn't reached out to you. I'm like, I can only give it to you if I can be able to send today's video to someone else. If you give me that, send the video to someone else, then I can give you my phone. But besides that, you're not deleting this. I'm not going to allow you guys. My hands are sore. Bahleli labo bhuti bethu uyahamba lo. Lo ucela ukudlala uzonikeza thina ama-terms and conditions. Wena awunokusinikeza ama-terms and conditions. Sizokubonisa ke fandarh ukuthi thina sisha umthetho. Do you know how many people that are serving iminyaka ejele that didn't commit into any crime? You're not going to be the first. I'm like, okay, but it's a phone call. I'm calling my mom. For the first time, my mom's phone is always on. For the first time, my mom's phone is going to voicemail. For the first time, my mom's phone is going to voicemail. I call my ex. My ex picked up. I'm like, bro, it's mafatani. That that side as well. It's a vow. I'm like, it's mafatani police station. At what? Why? I'm like, it's my cousin's so-and-so situation. They say maybe I got something to do with it or she was hiding in my house. I just shit. I think at that time he went, I oversaw my mic. They took his car. They went to my mom. They came there. My phone ithathiwe. I was given papers for my rights. They gave me a paper and I forgot I wanted to bring it today. Another paper for my phone. Bayithathile phone. Bayinikeze banyamalale nje na for a while. Then beze ba-adjust my cuff in front, right? And then that's when I've seen because I'm pleading. This man is so in my ears right now. Ozenzo detective, no kuluma, this thing can go in, they can be easier on you, they will let you go home in peace, this thing shouldn't even drag for you to be here. Asikho isidingo nje sokuthi ubelana, khuluma nje wena ukuthi ukuphi nokuthi umgcine nini or unginikeze i-password yefoni, yonke into yakho izoba right yeso. I'm like, I don't know what you want from me. Abogel babis but ngithe shani lo muntu. Uyawazi limit abamenza ngalabantwana uzomkhipha. Bangithathe, bangifake on the other van. Siya kuphi? eJabulani police station. On our way, bamisimoto endleleni bangikhiphe evenini bangifake in some van. So mangifake with the back keys sitting here, then there's another cop here, and it's me behind him with the cuffs.
When you say him,
yeah. Then they took me to a White City. I got to White City, Kabukazina, to confirm what she told them that I said over the phone. That made them think that I have or I known what's happening. But actually words were Lutando's words, which they said was Kumbuzo, not Lutando. No, she said, if we mega laphayana kwakhe menye ikazanza umsebenzi wamaphoyisa abatshele akusumsebenzi wakhe ukuthi abatshele, so I assumed that ulaphaya. I'm in a car, I'm not saying anything. Ubabakhe athi uStudi lo uStudi ungathola vele ukuthi uyamazi nimthathe uzomkhipha.
What's Studi?
Me. So this guy is sitting in front. didn't this to find out ukuthi ubaba umntwana, it's when angishange face to say ukuthi actually where is umama umntanami, ophuma umntanami wena. You understand? That's how I find out. So this guy is sitting in front, ushay face, and then uyahlala ubheka ukuthi uphuma umntanami. Because I had cuffs on, then I cuffed him estulweni like this, right? So the two cops are outside speaking. That's when they jumped into the car. Baraselana sebaya back and forth. Abatshela ukuthi ya nansi sendakiwe ndawalo utshwala kanti ngibhizi ngibuthenga nani in uyabo phela ngifuna untomfazi wami and what things like that. Then bayakhipha ama-cuffs to me ukuthi you don't have the right to umshayela usuzokubopha in but samthatha nekhanda liqinile uyadelela futhi lo akafuna ukuvula ifoni ake sokukhiphela wena sokukhiphela wena, you know. Ngithathe shy eJabulani, mangifika eJabulani police station ngiyangena church office bangibekela emuva. I've never been incarcerated. I don't know what happened at church office when you're on the other side, but ndlula, you know, bayangipusha. Mangena ngale, there's a door that side of Aliwe. It's just a passage. Bro, now I think it's about round about past 2. I'm cold. I am cold. I'm sitting down. I feel numb. But I don't know what's happening. Ngihlala phansi because now ngiyagodola. Now I'm becoming weak. My hands are so cold. I'm a bit sleepy on the wall. Ngizwa nje mangena iphusa lindlula langala. I can hear these ones engize nabo on the background ngomsindo batshela umnduna wabo ukuthi ha uyadelela sifuna ukumkhiphela ipoint. Uqabanga ukuthi yena ngathi umfazi anje acabanga ukuthi azoba indoda. Ngithi yena wakhetha ukuthi umfazi. Sombonisa ke ukuthi umfazi ke ukuthi umfazi wenzani ke umfazi wendoda sombonisa ukuthi emadodeni in somdodisa lo. So now I'm furious because now umphathi waseJabulani police station, not even to say this person came and take a look at me, not even to ask me my side of the story. You get what I'm saying? And I'm busy standing to the fact that I'm gonna make you popular. I am gonna lay charge on you guys. Right? So ngizwa other cops when they're asking, you know, because now I'm not sure because they're thinking that I'm a victim of some sort. Or you know, but they're trying to find us, and that's when they say I'm a cubs. So Kishana my blue eye, you know. Okay. After a while, afike baqeda ukurasa ngalena bangithathe bafike bangilahlela eselini. Boom. Mangene eselini foliwe almost 20 to 18 men bafolile balele flat, and uyazi mabakuphusha ungena endaweni abantu basengubeni you angifrizile. I don't know what to do. Mangibheka lapha number 2, that is the ex eka cousin Meseka Bushiwe.
Oh yeah.
Olapha with these other guys. Asigima was yabo uzolala la. As with some other guys, the first guys like ayibafo anginikeze the other blankets ayenze umqamelo. Okay. Kunzima nokulala ngihlele sonje ebondweni. I'm shaking. I am shaking. And then bayangibuza mfethu, blue eye mabhebeza. Angikhona ukuchaza. Ngibuza lo bangiphendula ukuthi actually what's happening? Kwenzakalani? Like, bro, what's happening? I mean, umntana ke mfethu angimazi ukuthi ukuphi nami ngila ngenxa yakhe yabona ngabazange ngimamele and so not. Abo guys bafuna ukwazi istory. Yabo. Sekuyachaza ke istory ukuthi kenzakaleni. Sebangitshela vele ukuthi hayi, did you give them your right name? I'm like, yeah, I give them my right name, but awenze kahle ntwana because even though if you get caught, it's your first time uzalana, so ngakhona nokuthola bail. But if you lie, it's harder for them sometimes to give you a bail. You know, uzobona mabuya la bazoza bazosibiza ngamagama. Sebayaxoxa mina vele ngiyazazi ukuthi ngiyavaya. Yabo, into songiyenzile ngikwazi bani omunye uyasho ukuthi ayi mina mengisase ku-trial vele ngakhishwa ngebili what not. Yabo nje abangibambile. Like I was sitting with people who knows their crimes and know ukuthi mabafika e-Protea, there's no coming back for them. There is no coming back for them. They saying what they're there for. I am shocked. Depends on calm. I sit when I do the Lulu poo. And now labantu balele la facing that way. It's impompo naila. The toilet, it's here. Ngizibamba umqhamu. Cause angazi ukuthi ngenzeni. Ngifake shorts, I don't have an underwear. I sit. So mangizoya lapha ngiyochama. So ukuthi mangihlala bazozibuza ukuthi okay. Oh yena uyahlala nokuhlala. Good. Abanye bayasho ukuthi hayi nasi ngineviki ngilana hey what not bamba umchamo amabhebezi zoba right yazo soba right noma singale sisonke ngizokubhekela ngizogada ngishekile ngithukile abanye kube ngathi bayalala after an hour or so fike kudlu khalikhiye khaliminyango hey bani Father, hey ban present, hey ban yes composer nkosi ngikhona mewa past 3 now. So then after he called on everyone, then basithatha siyi-3 with the other guy, Yimi, Willow, ex-boy, nego ban kusha ama-fingerprints khane bathatha ibhande le-gown bawakhiphe sama-shoelace bakhipha amabhande emafikeni. Now reality ngiyakhunjuza futhi ukuthi listen, you tell us ukuthi ukuphi or uyobhantintela into ongayazi. We call in the shots, we write your story when uthini. This guy that is busy, that has to take my fingerprints, angibuza ukuthi, you know what, you look so cute and innocent. Have you been arrested before? I'm like, no. Athi ngiyabuya. Uyabuya? Athi sure. Ahambe. Makabuya. Athi mina share ID yakho. Yeah, your record is clean. I can only tell ukuthi 2011 you open a case for a stolen phone. That's the only thing I pick up. Like, yeah. Share my fingerprint to put. Hey. Sukuma. Left. Right. Yembezi manje zayehla. In my mind, we ring on one thing. We tell the story. Also, bantintela into mongayazi, you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. Sizokuprovela i-point. Sinikeze i-pass word yahawu. Asifuni into eziningi, sinikeze u-pass no word wakho kuphela. Masingandlula ngalento uzosinikeza yona, we are done. Phela. If I can send it to someone, then I can do that. But yeah, that's what they wanted more than anything on this detention. I'm like, ngeke. If I have to suffer, ngeke. Then I asked them, I'm like, a person like me, what does the law of South Africa say? Do you put me on my own cell, or are you going to put me with man? Because mawufaka laphaya ufaka inyama ku-lion and the lion angeke yeke inyama. So what does the law of South Africa say? Bathi ungasitsheli ngelo wena. Sokufundisa wazi kakhulu sizokuphinda. But lo besathi ngifuna nokuchayisa. Maybe sathi ngiyadayilela dake kakhulu asifuthi ngifuna nokuchayisa mina ngiyahamba nizodila nayo lo. Asichayiseni bafethu bazobona bayenza njani. Wena sokufundisa isifundo wena. Okay? But bathatha ithombe bayenze inyembezi manje sizayehla reality ukuthi ake uyahamba zingehli kahle inyembezi mabaceda ungibusele eselini akhipha lesa sikhiye singaka khahla uthe mawuceda kuvala athi rhoshu inyembezi sasevu. Now I'm starting to panic because now my life is flashing away from my eyes. Now I feel like somebody owns my life. Now somebody will detect what I do. I'm in a small box with 15 people.
What was what you said? No.
I know. Same cell, same guys. They're teaching me a lesson.
And then your cousin Yako.
We're back to the same place with the same people. Yep. So baze abuye ubhuti makabuya uvula lo mnyango wezenke ubeka ama-cups uyasazi ukuthi singakho ubeka ama-cups amanye ayaphusha anetii. I'm freezing. I'm frozen. I'm thinking ukuthi yona le tea lashisa. Bamba lela cup mangithi. Oh. Ngikhafule le mbiza ebandayo angazi ukuthi kuyababa kubimbiza kenzakalani because ngigodolile ngithathe ngilahlele le. Abusukuma amasoja. Donse lama slice esinkwa aphuze lento abayiphuzayo aphume intweni mangisingi lapha enguleni yawazi ukuthi abantu sekama AM abantu babamba ubuthongo plus sinesikhathi singama fingerprints qala bona boyi2 the first person that laid hands on me it's him my cousin's ex Nomela Kichimanai. That's the first person that laid hands on me. Right? The petty gown, I'm struggling with the now. See, Lily, I can speak, I can scream, I can't do anything because I'm thinking. So, vusa abantu abalele, and more vusa abantu abalele, vusa nkomelele. You know, now you're starting to imagine. Lo o ongapa by the wall, the first one, because now it's bangfake sense. Then ilanele ulo sebondweni yimi u ex kamngani nalaba abale lo makathi phatha futhi uthi makazi isandla khona la bambe isandla sikagayilo ngapha. I'm thinking ukuthi maybe uzosha uvalo or abuzelo ukuthi yini, you know, kuyenzakalani. Now it's like these hands are working together. Now the hands are working together trying to fight a gown. And khumbula ukuthi abantu amabhanda wekho the pants and the jeans are already big mesibalanswe kanje, so simsays mabalala dropping them is it's nothing. So this one by the wall is the one that started to close umlomo, so mangenza you know, and now the only covered blankie that I had on, they already thrown it on the other side, right? And bayavuka, you know, you're thinking you're gonna get help because now you are crying and the tears are here, and you're thinking good, maybe someone is gonna have, you know, that a bit of empathy, you know, and empathize with you or try to protect you. And these are the people that spoke about it as if they're gonna protect you, you know, and ngoku one sekabambi nyawo, you know, munye sakabambise omunye umnyango, munye sakabambise, you know, umlomo, and now it's a battle of you trying to battle and they overpowered you. And saddest part, there's no condom. Lo chamela phezu komchamo omunye, you know, at least if there was someone who was standing there who was saying to wank and was not no, bonke bayifuna phakathi. They all wanted it inside ngaphakathi, and you literally feel every single person's come at that point drilling out of you. I think ngabo 5:30. Ngabo 5:30. They call those sebondweni qala, the one that first. They call him Mesakabamba nobuthongo. I remember vividly. He blew landa emadolweni. And I think he went to write his statement. Right? And Maba, I think at that time, only 2 people were left, right? And Marapuma, angazi noma ngizothi inkomo because angazi ngibona abagriphe inkomo ukuthi ingamuvi ingakhuluma ingenzeni. Like they all make sure ukuthi I can't even breathe. They close even my nose so that because these cops, they just call you have to go to them. And where you are, kunebonde ngathi before Velela, yes. And I am that side. Then he went to write a statement like him. Then when the last one was busy, right, that's when he was coming back. And they were calling me, Nelo, their ex, to come say our story. I am frozen. Godole. I was qinile, nama cramp my hands. I can't even, angikhona ukunyathela. Slippers that I had on merely one. I'm busy traveling in slippers as one. And this cop, literally, he is screaming and he's shouting. What's it pangiswe? Ngidlela isikhathi. Magwanfuni nibuyeleni because you have to take 48 hours before you appear at court. And also not. I'm in pain. A lot of limbs on my body, I can't feel them. I can feel the dripping of my spams of these people. And nigga is busy going loud on me and lashing out on me. When I got there, like, I literally swear at him. Fuck off. If I have to go after a week, then I'll fucking go after a week. Because right now, do you know what was happening? Right now, do you know what was happening? I'm busy in that cell. I'm being fucking raped. And also not, you're going to tell me to move. And then this cop says to me, to be quite honest with you, I just came in today. And they just handed me this case and I don't even know. Nobody has an explanation of your case. So you're going to do me a favor. You're not going to write anything here. I'll write it myself. We're going to go to Protea Court. When you get there, why you're here. Tell them. They came, it's a false arrest. They were looking for your cousin. Abamtholang. Nothing that I have to explain why a blue eye or mention the fact that, let's open a case that you were sexually violated. Asikfuneli pilisi manje pep right away, so that you can have a pep at least, and like none of that sort. So it's like he didn't even hear what I said. Didn't even hear what I said. Only then must Pumalapo. Angisa on a different cell. At that time, I'm trying to find a sun to melt the ice on my body. My cousin was that works at Jablan police station. Find me bruised up. He asked me, what happened to your eye? I tell him what the victim boyfriend pretended to be a cop and they shot on me. He brought in a track pen that he got from my sister, which was from his young son, just for me to have something on to cover myself when we go to Protea Court. So my parents are outside. Then he pulls me up. When time comes, I hand her over to the person that is in charge of the case. And we went to this guy's office, this cop's office. My mom is still, I'm like, girl, I just need myself some grandpa. Getting grandpa. Then she went over to grandpa, my sister is there. And this guy is telling them, good guys, do not panic. Stress, you'll find us there. Abafi record room number to say hore ninanizwele nasuhlangana khona. So when we get there, Protea, we went in at the back. Wabatshela ukuthi no, you guys ningayosmela ecourt. Then masosongena. Then you guys are gonna get in. Atsuputilo, give me, please forgive me. If you're gonna take this publicly, just know it wasn't me. I was just handed over this case. If you're gonna take it publicly, ngifakisile new one. Baloya yazula. Baloya negotiator for about 6,000. Yeah, but you'll have to go to Sun City, and then maybe after a week or so, I will negotiate your bail. Then you can go to Puma, and I'm like, bro, I know go to Shaigila or Rufuna my client. Why am I going to Sun City for? Why am I giving you into the 6,000 for? I don't have it. I'm waiting here to go inside. So, can you guys stop coming here? Ngifuna ilanga, and elami ngikhona ngiyalibona na lili la. So owner yonke le townhouse, you know, and amongena phakathi ke townhouse to the main cell, you've seen a lot of things written on that wall. Different things are written on that wall. Yeah, it's a Protea court, so I haven't went in. I'm still waiting for my time to be called or to appear in front of the judge. So when the time comes, bangbiza no kaya nang ula. So I'm thinking it's a protocol when we go through that reception, but still with the sign la, we are signing the way we came to the same exit outside Manj. Says Jelugutia Mamela ke.
No guy, which guy?
Ex
Your
my cousin. And Goku, they saying, we're still gonna need you. It's not like we're letting you guys go. It doesn't mean that you guys are free. So if there's anything that we need from you guys, make sure that you are available. I'm like, if only how do I get my phone? I retina see a police station. Try find your ways. You are in a cell, but you don't have anything to you. So if my sister and the boyfriend mebangeko, no my mom, what's gonna happen? As law had no one. So when we were standing trying to explain himself, Afunima look Gibela and my mom is giving it to him. And I was like, it's funny because you're giving him money and this is the first man that raped me. He was the first person that started the initiation of me being raped in the cell. Then when umuntu wasiswami wanted to react, my mom was like, when are they thinking because remember, I was playing innocent, safe victim, and he was also victimized in all of this because of but because of yena ukhaphe umntana kithi wahamba udla imali naye in whatsoever yena akazi nokuthi kuphi kwenzakalani. So he was playing that game. He knows nothing. Umkhaphe laphayana wabuya sakaphethe imali sangasaphetha ngumntwana. So now makafuna imali yokugibela. I'm like, this nigga is the one that raped me first, Parat. You know, so When my sister's partner was mad, my mom was like, and we went back to the police station. Now there's a mission to get my phone. And the other lady was asking, please make sure to leave with your phone. My phone bazogisa ku left, no right, no bottom, no center. Mabuya izobe gone. And I'm like, there's my phone. Hayi phone yami etafuleni. Sekufuneka lo muntu ngise court. Ngithi lo muntu uthageze la, but lo muntu khona office lakhe. Ngithi lo muntu musu uthageze la masemjotha sine transport ukuzala. But ukhona office lakhe. Kemela ukuthi nolanda yena azoyisayinela. And I'm like, how you mean? Now they want an ID. I'm like, you came into my house. You didn't ask me to bring in an ID. Where am I getting it from? It's by the Val. Where do you want me to get it from? But even though it's a copy, I need my phone to make a copy so that my mom will go print it out. That's when Umphathi waseJabulane Isaac mean and said to me, you know, I understand you've got a case and you should be mad. But remember, these are cops that have been working for a long time. And they're not going to want to go to prison. And if there is no witness, there's no case. And we're speaking about people that knows where you stay. That's when my mom feared for me to continue to pursue to sue them or open a case against them. Because my mom feared, or they know where you stay and you stay alone. That's how I was threatened to be silent, with a huge smile. When that man came, Subugomlanda, for the phone, he was emphasizing if you're taking this publicly or you're taking this to media, a case. I was given a case in Biago holiday and I made sure with our witness and Kantolo. I went and speak your case on behalf of you. Good, you were forced into wrongfully, arrested. So then my mom had to go to Genzama means or go to Kahambe, go for the internet cafe, go to Tolagale a copy from my phone. Man getting a beggar. My phone has been confiscated. The video is not there. The video is not there. With their IT were able to break into my phone. They didn't even declare with this corner. Look, we check your phone, Yako. We didn't get any conversation with you and your cousin or whatsoever. They didn't say anything. The video I wanted, they deleted it at Jabulane. Why do they do that? This was in was it 2019? If not 2020, somewhere there, because my cousin was sentenced last of last year, right? Yeah, they got her last year, so they didn't find her for 3 years after that, and then she was bamtola last of last year, and then only she was released. She was sentenced a year after. Apisa back and forth.
Did you open a case against the guys that assaulted you in prison?
They didn't even care. Those cops didn't even care. As I was telling you that when I told him, and this is what fucking happened, he didn't even entertain that. So if, though I said, let me open that case, would they want to take that case? Would they want me to open that case to begin with? Because the question is, if you know the laws of South Africa, why was he in that cell in the first place? As they said, they're going to teach me a lesson. That's the lesson probably that they want to teach me. I don't want to shy away. I don't want to be a victim, right? I don't want to be a victim anymore. I'm a survivor. And if I can go through so much and be able to speak up, then somebody will have that confidence to speak up. Because who is speaking to children in primary in high primary, in secondary, or in tertiary, who is making them aware of what is happening, or the treatment, or things that you feel like it's okay? Because even sexual grooming start at home. You only realize then that how many is happening in how many households. So if in one household we were sexually violated by one person and it's 3 of us, and nobody shared the story until the day, then in how many households where it's happening?
Would you have a courage to go and open a case against the cousin?
Already that person is saving 3 lives as he was sentenced. Immediately on the day that we came out, le mabafuna umshaya ngayo, amaphoyisa wathatha ubaba womntwana nomama womntwana, cousin yakhe, bathi vula icase now strictly yomfazi ye missing, and then usho ukuthi ukuthi ubani angabe umthathile. Then bahamba bayomlanda, bamisa kule tintisi ekumele ngise kuyo. Semsezo washaywa, wachokwa, wayenziwani, wahamba wabakhiphela isidumbu la esikhona. Basithola umama womntwana, she was stabbed a couple of times, she was poured with hot water, and they found semen that she was sexually violated before she even passed away. Yeah, so she was found. So yeah, so when they got my cousin, it was like already he has at that time already confessed, Uguti, yeah, I helped, we did 1, 2, 3, 4. So when they got my cousin, when my cousin was arrested, already and mesaka into eziyelo. Then was mesaka iso nasakota asaka subtile namacala akhe saka sentensiwe yena. So when my cousin was brought in, it's a matter of we need to find a cheap bargain. How are you going to turn against this person? Because this is the thing, we never speak about the injustices that are happening. We never speak about the injustices, and nobody's held even accountable for it and the damage that is being done to someone, and how it really, hits hard on someone, and the scars that people get to live with, and the fear of it as well. So nobody speaks about it. So the only thing that has always been in my mind is I don't see somebody else going through that. I don't see any human being sexually violated or being abused or being in a prison cell just because they need to be taught a lesson, or somebody's covering something that can jeopardize their work, as the video that they wanted so badly that day. So Shuti, the whole time that they wasted, it was them dragging time to get their IT people to work on just breaking and getting the phone. So there was literally no case, and they just wanted to bring fear to me, or wanted me to confess things that I didn't know anything about. And we Protea court, then just Miss Kapewin. That's it. Why did we appear? Pamguamanch. Currently, obviously, I'm managing a talent, an artist who is a musician. She's an all-rounder, but obviously she's a musician. She also an actor. She's also a presenter. She has a small production company, a podcast show called #NoMoreUntoNoForMore. So we're currently pushing that, and obviously I want to venture into my own content, and yeah, we'll see.
What's your own content? What do you mean by that?
My own content, my own show, okay. My own content, so yeah, so hopefully that happens. And also I always said, when money comes in, I hope I find myself in spaces where I'll be able to motivate young people and just bring in awarenesses, or have also probably a foundation, that you'll work with, or have your own that you'll provide shelter to vulnerable kids that are being sexually violated, because it's not many people that get to be believed. You know, we get to be silent because we know that it's very rare for people to believe somebody when they get to tell their story. You know, so yeah. So that's mostly something that I'm passionate about. You know, making sure that those we able to reach out to and be able to reach, and we could be able to listen to and be able to help, right? We can be able to do that. I think as survivors, as certain organizations that are out there, if we can also come together as well to make sure that we also protect our own. You know, we also stand up and be loud, be visible, be heard. Injustices that has happened to me, I wish it doesn't happen to anybody else, regardless of your sexual orientation, regardless of your gender. A lot of us are bleeding. South Africa is bleeding, and we are trying to cover it. Smiles, jokes, comedy on the net, but actually things that are important. That's why it's not easier for somebody, when you say to somebody I've been raped, if it easier for a person to listen attentively. Or if you're gonna say, people don't react quickly to listen to exactly what has happened. We take time. But moboni joke or somebody hurting or somebody down, it's easier for you to make it trend and find humor into it. Nobody is willing to listen, and nobody will want to see a better outcome until it happens in their doorstep, until it's your son, until it's your daughter, until it's your mother, until it's your brother. That's when the reality will kick in. That's when you want the whole world now to listen to you. When I wins in to prevent it. Because I think that's always been my prayer. To say, Hori, I hope I had to embody this. I hope I had to carry all of this. I hope I had to live through all of this. You know, it doesn't go in vain. Through hardship, through tears, through pain, through trauma that one had to endure. I hope it doesn't go in vain. I hope somebody finds healing from it. I hope somebody gets to be saved from going through the same things, because people can only see you smiling or walking, and because they know nothing about you and you're silent. And when they hear such things, they're like, Jesu, kanjani. But in His grace, we're still here. In His grace, you know, hope is not lost. So that's what I'm saying. What I hope, Hore, there's other experiences that in this journey of life will be able to make sure that it has a sense of healing and a purpose and hope for somebody else, and able to protect and save someone.